It's time for the Super 16 Dream Team Showcase.
I'm Ron Snyder alongside Landon Stoller. Over the course of the next hour, we'll reveal some top 32 athletes.
These are the best and the best in our area, so let's get right to it.
It's all next on WNEP.
The following is a WNEP exclusive sports presentation. The Super 16 Dream Team Showcase, sponsored by the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, your gateway to everywhere.
It's time to meet the Super 16 Dream Team.
First up on the Dream Team, it wouldn't be a Dream Team without this guy standing next to me, Dominique Spataro. Tell me what enabled you just to make big plays out of nothing this year. Sometimes when things were breaking down, you found a way to get it done.
Well, having the team that I was surrounded by really helps. Having two other people that went all state, a bunch of other people all region and all division. Having so many seniors and people I've played with since I was 6 years old is always a good thing. You know, the good chemistry and just everyone believes in you. Everyone was a big leader, and it just all contributes.
Now, chemistry is one thing, but leadership is another. So what would you tell the players in the huddle to make sure that everybody was ready on every play? People really seem to look up to you.
That's something that the whole team had. You know, not only me, but everybody. I think we had 6 captains this year, which usually we only have like 3 or 4. And I think all the seniors, even some juniors, could have been captains. So everyone had a good mentality and a good leadership role on the team to keep everyone in track and keep their heads up.
Now you're 5'9", 180, so you play bigger than your size. So what do you do out there just to be tough on every play, make sure you take teams out and really just give them all of your heart on every play?
Your mechanics have to be really good. You have to be you have to be smart with the game. You have to know your stuff, and you just got to be quick on your feet. You got to think fast and just think smart.
So what does it mean to you that you've landed on the Dream Team this season?
It's a big honor to be back here, to get it the second time, as I got it last year too, and to be back and actually have it here at the airport this time is really cool. It's a good experience to be able to be on a team with a bunch of other good players and have 2 teammates on it too.
So you've certainly carved out a special spot in Lakeland history with all your dynamic plays. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our next Dream Team quarterback is Zach Gordon from Danville. Congratulations on making the Dream Team. This season, just a magical season for the Ironmen. When you look back at your senior year, what goes through your minds?
I think that we got a lot of our goals accomplished. Obviously, it didn't end the way that we wanted it to with the loss of Wyoming missing, but we beat a lot of good teams and we played some really good football. So, I mean, there's not much to complain about.
How proud are you of the way your team responded the first time you really faced adversity all season?
Yeah. When you play teams and you win by a lot of touchdowns, that's easy to do, but when you get down like we were 21-0, and then you're able to come back and make it a game and make it come down to the last play, I think that speaks a lot to the fight that was in us.
Your stats were just insane. You had a 70% completion percentage, threw for nearly 2,300 yards, 34 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions. On average, it took you less than 5 attempts to score a touchdown. Yeah. Does that even sound real? Because those numbers seem like video game numbers.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you saw the kids that were around me, like who I'm throwing to, and then our coaches, they it's all they do, man. They just cook up a really good game plan every single week. So when there's open people to throw to and you have a great game plan, it's a lot easier than people think.
He's Zach Gordon, Dream Team quarterback. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
36 touchdowns this season. This man needs no introduction to opposing defenses. Brady Jordan, what were you able to do this year to really be so successful and really be tough and carry your entire team?
I try to bring my all every day in practice, and then practice leads over to Friday night, so I just gave all my effort to my teammates.
How does your running ability really open things up for the passing game?
As me being a quarterback, they don't just have to worry about me throwing and running, so like we have like the read option or whatever, they got to worry about me or Hayden running the ball. So,
what was the moment this year that you knew, obviously you had a successful season last year, but where do you think you took the biggest stride forward this season?
Definitely in the summer, the weight program, and getting together with all the guys almost every day, like they all said. We're together every day, working out, throwing, anything like that.
When you look back on your career at Jersey Shore, what are you going to remember the most about what you built at the school?
I'm just going to remember, like, for the past 3 years, all the tradition that everybody before me and our class has put together, and just hopefully the program keeps building.
A tradition of touchdowns and success, you certainly had a lot of those. What's it mean to you to be on this Dream Team?
I mean, it's a great opportunity. You know, I've dreamt about getting on this team since I was a sophomore in my first year, so it means a lot.
Hopefully it's a lift off for success in the rest of your life, and hopefully some more football coming through.
We're here with Matt Mahalik, quarterback from Palmerton area. He was a Dream Teamer as a sophomore. He's back on the Dream Team as a junior. What does it mean to you to make the Dream Team twice and to still have a chance to make it a third time?
Something to motivate myself for and always just push. And yeah, it says my name and all, but it's a team thing and it credits Palmerton and what we did as a whole, and just thankful to those guys.
You just put up some ridiculous stats. I'm going to go over some of them real quick. Over 2,500 passing yards, 31 passing touchdowns. You ran for over 1,200 yards, 21 more scores. I mean, you're the definition of a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
How much pride do you take in that you can beat teams with just your arm and also your legs?
I'm just blessed to be able to have the ability to do those things, and just a group of guys, like I said before, around me. You could just throw it up to them, they're going to go make plays. And then just the running ability when I just see a hole or when I just see stuff break down out of the pocket, I just take off, and it's just fun. And just looking back at like film and the tapes and stuff, it's just fun to watch myself be able to do it, and I just don't realize it during the game. So you get the command on the field out there, and you have to take that role, and I take it with my heart, and I just take pride in it, and just special playing for the Palmerton Blue Bomber program, and I love every second, every moment, and I cherish every moment of it.
He's Matt Mahalik, quarterback at Palmerton area and on the Dream Team for a second straight year.
Here's a guy that certainly knows how to take off an entire football team and lead to the next level. Valley View quarterback Adam Hawanitz. Tell me how your hard work in the classroom really paid off to help you succeed on the football field.
Well, it's one of those things where it really ultimately becomes like a balancing act where, dealing with obviously schoolwork, being in school most of the day, then going to practice, and most of the time coming home and doing more schoolwork. But luckily, I have two parents that are teachers, so, they're doing a great job of kind of helping me out. My father was obviously a big-time football player here in the area and was the same situation, great student athlete. So having parents and, a great support staff around me with even some of the other teachers in the building that are understanding with, hey, it's not easy being, a football player or any sport, doing any other after-school activities and coming back and succeeding in the classroom. So they do a great job of helping me out with whatever I need.
So how does your study habits in the classroom really pay off in terms of studying football and studying film to be ready for Friday night?
Whether you're memorizing, fractions or memorizing plays the teams are running, a lot of the tricks and tips you use in the classroom for studying, you use on the football field as well.
Now, how do you push yourself, whether it's late in the fourth quarter, doing your homework late at night after practice when you don't really feel like it after your body hurts? How do you push yourself in those difficult moments when you don't have a lot left?
It's just that, it's remembering that grind, that constant pushing forward, like you said, kind of giving that little extra and you have nothing left. It's kind of summing all that up, bringing all that up to where it needs to get to, and just kind of getting done. You got to get done.
Give you this trophy, Scholarship Athlete of the Year, and as well a scholarship, $1,600 from WNEP.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Up next on the Dream Team are offensive line and tight ends.